Hey there, it's me Red Knight, the Heyday Farmer, and welcome back to Heyday. Now today we're going to be looking at the town visitors, and my main focus is going to be on some of the actual visitor derby tasks that I've got here. Now as you can see here, this is a level 44 farm, and I've got some visitors that I've already serviced and a lot more that I need to do. Now, with a low-level farm like this, where my reputation level is only 8 within the town, a town task is rather challenging. However, it is still very possible to do, especially with the help of your personal train and your actual hoodies. Now, one thing you do need to do is to think about strongly upgrading this train, and I'm afraid it will take a bit of time, because you are going to need a lot of metal bars. Now, you can see here I can actually do one upgrade, which will increase the capacity of my personal train up till 2 passengers. Now, that'll be good. That means 2 passengers I can collect regularly, in addition to the ones that usually come on my main train. Now, what I could also do is, if I wanted to, was not to upgrade it to 2 passengers, but to actually decrease the turnaround time. So at the moment it's on 4 hours and 30 minutes. I've got 2 choices: add 1 more passenger or make it a shorter duration. Now at the moment I think probably adding a new passenger is going to be much more beneficial to actually reduce the time at this stage within the game. Okay, 30 minutes is nice, but for 1 passenger is not really that good. So it's definitely worth adding. Now, when you start upgrading, the train does actually change in design. So you'll see there now I've actually got 2 windows. It looks a little bit nicer, it's cleaner, and it's much nicer looking. And I do like that. And basically, as you progress with the upgrades for this personal train, it will change in image as well. Just like your main train. So, like with your main train, you'll get extra carriages. And basically, you've got the ability to upgrade both of those trains to give you more passengers. Now you'll see here that my next upgrade is slightly different. I'm going to again need the metal bars, and I'm going to need 10 of each, which in itself is not too challenging. I could probably go and ask my big farm for support in this one, or maybe my other hoodies. However, if you're thinking of how long it would take you individually to do this task, you're thinking of basically going to the mine, extracting the ores. Fingers crossed that you actually get enough to make 1 bar. You then need to actually use those ores, turn them into a metal bar within your smelters, and basically you're looking at like 3 ores to make 1 bar, for example. And then you need about 10 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours. It depends on the bar itself for actually turning around within the production. So it takes a long time. So, and you're looking at literally 10 bars for each of these ones here. That is a lot of work. Like I said, it's going to take you ages to upgrade this train. You've got the choice of actually adding extra smelters. Now for level 44 you don't really need to have more than maybe 1 or 2 smelters. You definitely don't need to have the 5 smelters, so please do think very wisely about adding smelters to your actual game itself. Even for myself, okay, I didn't need my 4th smelter till much later. Now for my baby farm, I'm actually not even considering thinking about that at all. Right, now the fact that I can pick up 2 passengers, I can actually go to any of my actual hoodies and pick up 2 passengers. I can also go to Greg's and pick up 2 as well. Now you will start to notice that as you progress and you level up your personal train a lot more, you can still only pick up a maximum of 2 passengers at Greg's, which is kind of like inconvenient sometimes. But then again, you've got your neighborhood where you should have up to a maximum of 10 once you've fully upgraded your train, and it will take a long time. So don't worry too much about it. Now your biggest focus within the actual town is to upgrade your buildings. Now the faster you can do that, the easier it is. However, you are restricted by the ability to progress through. So you'll see here that I'm level 8, and some of the buildings I can still upgrade, some of them I can't because I need to wait till I get to level 9. So the buildings will be upgradable as you progress in the town as well. Now the expansion materials are going to take up storage within your actual main farm storage as well. So again, you need to think very carefully about the resources. I think it's better to actually not keep the resources in storage until you actually level up. Once you level up, then go hunting for the resources and then start actually upgrading the building. If you're trying to keep all of those actual resources, it will take a long time again, because the reputation points are very limited in relation to what you can get from doing each visitor. Now usually with my buildings, once I've upgraded, I tend to focus on the number of visitor slots first. I get 6 of those. Then I focus on the actual turnaround time for turning the visitors around. I think it's better to have maximum visitors, turn them around faster, getting more coins and XP next, and then the reputation as well. Okay, now for picking up, it's actually very easy. You can just go to one of your townies, you can collect the visitors, that train comes back, they get off, you send them to the building. When you get them, okay, depending on your level, depends on whether you'll get a regular reward or a bonus reward for the building. Now once you've actually serviced the visitor, if they're only for one passenger, which usually the personal trains are for, you will get a nice little reward from that visitor to say thank you very much. Once the train's actually dropped off, it goes back into maintenance, and in this case 4 hours and 30 minutes, and then it will be ready. Right, now the other visitors you get, you can pick up to 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 depending on how you level up. You've got the choice of going to your hoodies, like I said, but you can only go to one person and collect one train's worth of visitors. Okay, you can go and visit others and then choose which person you want to collect from, but at the moment within the game we only have the ability to collect from one person. Now, okay, the town tasks do vary these days. Now, you've got a regular train one like this, which maybe will allow you to pick up any visitor. I like those ones. You've also got town tasks that will allow you to pick up specific visitors. Those ones are nice, but again more challenging. This is where you need to work with your hoodies to do that one. And you tell them, okay, I need the builder. They send away the builder. You go and pick them up. And if you are fully maxed, it's much easier. I think for anybody who's of a lower level with a town task, you really need to focus on any visitor option, because you literally do not have the ability to pick and choose very easily. Now the resources can be quite challenging for the town, so you are going to have to rely on the actual visitor board, going and looking, seeing what you need, and then start producing. Remember, you can actually request from your club members, so you do have the actual neighborhood request option as well, and I strongly recommend using that, especially for items that may take a bit of time. Now you do have quite a while to actually do these town tasks, so don't panic, okay? You've got many days. Personally, at the end of the day, I think it's much more beneficial for the high level players to do town tasks, because they've usually got more storage for storing items. They can actually keep the visitors there, turn them around, have them ready to be collected. It's a lot easier for them than it is for a lower level farmer. I think for lower level farmers, you're better off with doing, let's say, a regular farm truck or a boat task, for example. In fact, even the boat task can be a little difficult sometimes depending on the products. But town tasks are rewarding, and they are rewarding in relation to the experience you're getting. They're also rewarding in relation to the actual prizes you get. You'll get a lot of expansion materials, you'll get a lot of tools that allow you to chop down trees and bushes, so it is actually worth doing. Now when it comes to the town itself, okay, you don't have to worry about clearing away all of the land to start with. You don't even have to chop down all the trees and bushes. Blend those trees and bushes into your design, because once they're actually gone, that's it, you can never get them back. And I think the actual water design within the town is worth keeping. Right, now as you can see here, I'm actually getting the support of my big farm. So if you are a player with many farms, okay, then you do have the ability to support yourself. If you don't have that option, it will be more difficult. So what you need to do is to make sure you have friends. Now, if you are interacting with people within the Facebook groups, and I strongly recommend this, go to the Facebook pages and say, hey guys, I've got a town task, I need these items, can I please actually buy them off someone? They'll say, yep, please come on over. You'll go to their actual friend, like their icon on your friends bar, you'll open up their farm, you'll go to the item that they are selling on their roadside stall, you'll buy it off them for full coinage, or even a reduced coinage depending on the actual person. You can then go back and do it. So you don't have to rely on doing this yourself. You've got your neighborhood members to help you. You've actually got your friends within the game to help you. So do add people. You've got 150 people on your friends book. I want to see more people adding more people to the friends book. It's much easier if you actually get people's friends code. In fact, why not join my live stream sometimes, because a lot of people do add friends. Now for me, the biggest thing about the town, as I said, is the gifts. You're seeing some examples here. Once they're done, I can send them away. Sometimes they want to go to another building, and that's it within a different town. My friends can pick them up, or sometimes they want to go home. Okay, right, that's basically the town task reasonably explained. It's very, very easy. They are rewarding at the end of the day, but also very challenging. Don't do it by yourself. Get support. That's the key thing I would definitely say with any town, especially at a lower level. But that's me, Red Knight, finishing up with my video. I've got a little bit more to do, another 5 passengers before this one's actually done, and then that's 281 points for my actual derby task. So I'm rather pleased about that. But either way, I will see you next time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following for more video notifications and even for the live streams. Also, as well, you've got the option to send me mail in the post. So please do so, because I'm looking forward to getting it. But see you next time. Take care, have fun, and good luck with any town tasks that you do and within your derby. Goodbye now.